Providing notes. Requests for notes is a common accommodation in university classrooms. A student may request this accommodation for a variety of reasons in order to help them access information at the same level as their peers. Image description. On a white background, a pair of hands types on a Mac keyboard. Off to the right side are a mouse, a yellow watch, and an iPhone. Providing notes is best practice. Providing notes to all students is best practice. Providing notes aids in comprehension and retention. Boyle and Rivera noted that providing students with notes prior to the lecture aids in comprehension of information presented during class, as well as overall information retention. Students prefer when notes are provided. Lawler, Chin, and Vinso found that students preferred to access notes before or after lectures rather than during. And providing notes is inclusive. Students with disabilities or who are deaf or hard of hearing may also benefit from this inclusive practice. Why might faculty resist providing notes? Some faculty might resist providing notes for a variety of reasons. Faculty might view this accommodation as yet another demand on time. Some professors might be hesitant to provide notes because it could jeopardize the security of class content. Others might be concerned about student engagement if they rely on notes. These are all valid concerns. The good news is that there are solutions that address faculty concerns and provide access to all. Concern, engagement. If I provide support, students won't engage with the material. Some faculty worry that if they provide notes, students will not engage with the class content. They worry students may rely on the notes for the material and slack off during class. Image description. A young woman with curly dark hair lays with her head down and eyes closed at a desk. She has an open book in front of her and a pen in her hand. There are a stack of books to her right. Try this, guided notes. A good way to address this concern is to use guided notes. Guided notes provide a skeleton set of notes with key phrases and words omitted. With guided notes, students must stay engaged with the class in order to fill in the missing material. Image description. An example of guided notes. Concern. Time. Making notes takes up too much of my time to be worth it. We know that faculty have a lot of demands on their time. Making a set of notes for a class that they never intended to have notes for or never had notes for in the past can take up valuable time in an already packed schedule. Plus, if a professor sees little value in providing notes, that task won't be prioritized. Image description. A gold pocket watch lays open on a dark background. Try this, collaborative document. In this case, why not try a collaborative document? With a collaborative document, students use a platform such as Google Docs to add to a set of notes throughout the class. Every student will have access to the notes to add to or read. In this solution, students not only go through the note-taking process, they are able to work together to synthesize content. Image description. An example of a Google collaborative document. The example describes the Google document and shows collaborators making comments. Concern. By requirement only. I only give out notes if required to by the Disability Services Office. Sometimes faculty have a requirement-only policy. Faculty may have this policy for a number of reasons. However, recall the best practices we checked out earlier in the video. Image description. A person with their back towards the camera walks toward an entrance in the narrow courtyard of a tall, looming building. Tall concrete walls are on either side of them, and in front of them are the entrance and two slim windows. The image has a stark, enclosed atmosphere. Try this, Student Wiki. Try creating a wiki for students to use for class notes. Students will run the wiki and create and organize the notes for the course. Students in future courses would also have the option of addressing the material. Image description. The Wikipedia logo of a world made of puzzle pieces with different alphabets wears a graduation cap. It has a feather quill in front of it as if the logo is writing. Wrap up. There are many strategies to choose from. Providing notes isn't as time-consuming, lazy, or tedious as we think. In fact, there are many different ways to provide notes that engage students and provide avenues for inclusive learning. Providing notes is best practice because students learn best when they access content at multiple levels. Also, please consider taking a free note-taking class at the link. Image description. On a dark gray background, a tray of colored pencils is open to reveal several different colors. A few pencils are outside of the container. A hand poised to write holds one of the pencils.